Hi everybody. Wish I could see you. I almost said nice to see you, but nice to see you virtually. Thanks for coming back. Hoping that this finds you doing what you need to do for self-care and that you're taking care of yourselves and you're resting when you need to and hydrating and all of those things that are so important to health and well-being. Getting outside as much as you can. I know for me, I think I probably speak of this on every video, but every day seems to be different and yet so much the same. So just trying to do what it is that I need to do. I'm still working a little bit for school, which helps to keep me on a regular routine, and hoping to tape classes as much as I can also to maintain that sense of normalcy. So why don't you come into a comfortable seat, and if sitting is not comfortable for you, you can certainly come to your back body for your centering, but locate a place of relative comfort to take your centering. As you find a place to take your centering, let your eyes close or your gaze become downward. Take a big deep breath in through the nose, followed by a full breath out through the mouth. Find as many of those as you need to help yourself be in this process of becoming present. If you're seated, let your chin drop down for your chest, just so that the back of the neck can lengthen. And then let your head roll to one side, and then again chin to chest and head roll to the other side. If you're on your back body, same thing, just let your head shift side to side. And from here, draw your head back up through a neutral center. Direct your focus on your breath. Start to breathe in and out of the nose. As you breathe in and out of the nose, explore the ceiling of the inhale and the bottom of the exhale. See if there's any more space to explore those limits of breath. Is there any more space to call in a little bit more breath on the inhale, to squeeze out a little bit more breath on the exhale? Feel the body's response to the movement of breath within the body. The natural expansion of the inhale and the hugging in of the body on the exhale. Let yourself be in these stages of breath, just like you're in the stages of presence. Coming back to this moment. I heard a phrase the other day that really stuck with me. It was, live where your feet are. Live where your feet are. So, a version of be here now. That invitation to come back to this moment. Breath is one of those primary tools. See if the face can relax while you breathe here. See if the shoulders can relax while you breathe. Notice any heaviness in the seat if you're seated, or heaviness in the low back, the hips, the legs if you're on your back. Call in a sense of grounding, a sense of rooting into the earth and into the stability of what is this moment, the breath that's available here, the support beneath the body that's available here. Allow yourself to be in the question of what practice looks like here and now in this moment. So the question of breath, the question of your felt sense of the body, the question of connecting to the earth, the question of being with the energy moving through you. And sometimes practice might look like doing what you can to get through this moment, that moment-to-moment awareness, in order to be with how it is that you're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally, and energetically. So for the past sort of 5 days, I've been setting the intention to get another video up, but energetically, it just wasn't there, right? I really needed to rest. I needed to focus on eating well to feed my body, the self-care of energy management. So as we move through the practice today, I invite you to really be in this question for yourself of what it is that you need physically, mentally, emotionally, and energetically. And to meet that question moment to moment, posture to posture, breath to breath. And whatever that answer is that you're getting back, to let that be okay. So life is always uncertain, but it seems that right now, that uncertainty is right here, right, with even more evident presence. And so we're called to practice, called to be present, called to dance with fear and uncertainty, and to really show up, not only for those around us, but also for ourselves. So what is it that you need? Knowing that the more you can care for yourself, the better place you'll be in to serve those around you. So the question of practice is what we come back to. The needs of this moment, how we can really honor those needs individually, beginning with this breath. As you keep breathing in this way, let your chin drop down for your chest. If you're seated, let your head rock side to side. If you're on your back body, same thing. Head shifts side to side. Draw your head back up through a neutral center. If you're on your back body, the arms reach out and back. If you're seated, the arms reach out and up. Interlace your fingers, keep your pointers reaching away. Lengthen out of the right waist, stretch to your left. Inhale through center, lengthen out of the left waist and stretch to your right. Up through center on an in-breath, over to the left side as you exhale. Up through center on your in-breath, over to the right side as you exhale. Come all the way back up to center, release the arms. If you're on your back body, find your way up to a comfortable seat. cross-legged, legs extended, whatever it is that you need. Know that you can always bring a block in or a pillow in or something to support your seat. If you're in a seat that feels like you need a little bit more elevation, to call that pelvis to tilt forward for more of a straightened low back and more of a forward tilt on the sitting bones, that just allows for a bit more comfort. From whatever seat that you've chosen, we'll come right into cow and cat of the spine. So chin for chest, belly for spine, roll back on the sitting bones. On your inhale, lift the heart, roll forward on the sitting bones, open through the throat. Exhale, round the spine, chin for chest, belly for spine. Inhale, open up through that upper chest as you look up. Keep it going. Exhale and inhale. Notice the information coming in through the body. What it is that you're working with physically as you take to your mat. Maybe you're getting information from the emotional body, becoming a bit more aware of the mind, any theme of chatter within the mind. Maybe the mind is quiet in this moment. Holding all of that information coming in compassionate presence. Noticing any judgment that might surface, and instead choosing a compassionate container to hold those awarenesses in. After your next exhale, come up through a neutral spine. Let your chin drop down for your chest, and roll the head in one direction. Let the head shift, roll in the other direction. So learning to process in real time is part of presence. It comes with holding space for sensation and allowing yourself to feel whatever's moving through. Draw the head back to a neutral center, chin parallel to the floor, slow motion, shaking of the head no. Chin comes around for one shoulder and over to the other side. Notice the breath here. See if you can be right on the pointy part of the sitting bones, that neutral low back, and active belly to help support a long spine and a long waist. Keep softening the shoulders. Try not to overwork. Chin comes back to center, slow motion, nodding of the head, yes. Calling in all of your positive affirmations. Calling in the I cans, I will, I shall, with breath. Bring that head up through a neutral center, then as if drawing mini circles in midair with the tip of the nose, circling the head with breath. If you get dizzy, smaller circles, change direction. If you get dizzy, slower circles. And then back up through neutral. Plant the left hand on the outside of the left hip. Reach your right arm up and over. Find a little bit of a bend in your left elbow. Relax the right shoulder. Look down. Forward. And look up. Look down. Forgot to turn off the ringer. Look forward. Back to the breath. Keep softening that left shoulder. release the right hand. Release or stretch the left arm up and over. Left arm reaches. Left arm reaches. Keep softening the right shoulder. Keep relaxing the left shoulder. Explore the direction of gaze. Down, forward, and up. Again, down, forward, and up. Keep calling in space between the ribs. Look down, look forward, look up, and come all the way back up to center. From center, circle the shoulders up, back, and around. Know that you can change your seat at any time. So find a variation of practice that works for you. Right? Find a variation of posture that works for you, that allows for you to explore your edge physically without harming, without pushing that envelope of the edge toward pain. Allow yourself to find the variation of comfort, the variation of posture that allows you to be with the thoughts of mind and the emotional body, with breath, fluidity of breath. Release the direction, release those shoulder circles, and we'll come into some twists. So find your way down to an unsupported seat. So removing any pillows or blocks or blankets. Let that right knee bend. Catch a hold of the right knee with the left hand or elbow crease, and then twist to your right. Flex the left foot, soften the shoulders. We'll counter twist with the head. So chin comes around for your left shoulder. Breathe in and breathe out here. Let your twist unravel. Extend that right leg long. Legs hug together. Find those sitting bones. Reach for the sky. Big breath in. On your exhale, lift out of the waist. Stretch for the toes. Stretch for the toes. So almost like lying over a beach ball, maintain length of waist. We'll just take 4 pulses here. Reach beyond the toes. Exhale. 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 Inhale, arms reach up. Bend into that left knee. Release the arms. Catch a hold of the left knee with the right hand. Twist to the right. Twist to the left. Flex the left foot. And counter the twist with the chin. Chin around for that right shoulder. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly let your twist unravel. That left leg extends to meet the right. From here, reach out through the heels, arms stretch to the sky, tall spine, look up. Bring your arms parallel to the floor, hug those legs together, roll back halfway. Heart stays lifting, shoulders soften. Inhale, arms reach up, lengthen out of your waist. Exhale, arms parallel to the floor, slowly roll back halfway. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, roll back halfway. Feel the belly engage. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, this time all the way back, nice and slow. Interlace your fingers, stretch your palms for the back of your mat or the wall behind you or the space behind you. Wiggle out through your toes, wiggle out through your waist. See if you can access a stretch in the belly here. From this place, hug your knees in for your belly. Find an easy rock side to side. Knees hug in for the belly. Easy rock side to side. As you rock through center, stretch the legs to the sky, stretch your arms to the sky. Actively flex the feet, palms face inward. Plug those shoulders down into the mat. Down into the mat. Circle through your ankles and your wrists. Change the direction of your rotations. Release the arms, bend into those knees. Circle through the knees. So the knees draw together, away, out, in, together. As if drawing a figure 8 on the ceiling with the knees. Keep your breath active. So your back body might stay on the mat, or to work the core a little bit more as those knees draw in, squeeze the lower belly below the belly button. See if you can get the sacrum off the mat, maybe the seat off the mat. It might or might not happen. Let that be okay. Keep breathing. Change the direction of your rotations. How are you able to be in the question of movement and breath here? Holding space for the felt sense of awareness in this moment. Be here now, living where the feet are, just as you are, doing the best that you can. Come back to center, flex the feet, catch your ankles, the tops of the thighs or the outsides of the feet. Root down into your shoulders, lift the arches of the feet toward the ceiling. This is your happy baby. Let your happy baby rock side to side. Side to side. Big inhales, full exhales. Just let the ringer be a reminder to come back. This breath, this moment. Notice where it is that you feel the posture within your body. As you come through center in your happy baby, let the legs open out into a big wide V. So legs open into a big wide V position. A big wide V position. Hands to inner or outer thighs. Circle through the ankles. Let your head shift side to side. Notice how sensation has shifted to a different part of the body, most likely. Here, your inner groins, inner thighs. Pause your ankle circles. Catch a hold of your left knee. Catch a hold of your left ankle if possible. Draw your left heel in toward your pelvic floor. Right hand either supports your right outer thigh or comes to your right inner thigh. Just relax that left foot. Plug your shoulders into the mat. So this is a variation of archer's pose. Your left knee is hugged in. Your right leg is extended out. And then switch sides. Right leg comes in. Left leg extends out. With your breath, Shift, left leg in, right leg reaches out. Plug that left shoulder into the mat. The left leg extends out and the right leg comes in. And draw this left leg in. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Pinky toes land on the mat. Cactus your arms. Elbows bend right out from your shoulders. Knees drop out to the sides. This is your Supta Baddha Konasana. Call a big deep breath in through the nose, followed by a full breath out through the mouth. Bring your hands to your outer thighs. Guide those knees back to face the ceiling. With feet hip distance apart, Bring those arms alongside of you. Press down into the feet. Lift the hips into a bridge pose. Find your breath here as you walk your shoulder blades toward one another. Lift your sternum toward your chin. Lengthen your tailbone away. Explore lifting and lowering your heels on your in-breath and your out-breath. Notice the energetic shifts within the body in response to the changes in the posture. Notice the times when the breath is easily accessible and when it's perhaps challenging, not only to remember to breathe, but also to access full breath. At times, the inhale might be more accessible than the exhale. Notice how the body, the mind, the breath, and the emotional body all dance together in an ever-changing flux of expression. As your heels lift, pause, slowly lower down, upper back, mid back, low back, and then the seat. Bring those feet wide, way out to the outside of your mat, arms out in a big T or cactus. The knees drop to the left as you look to your right. Keep your breath active. You might hop your left shoulder blade a little bit more to the left. Draw these knees through center and then over to the right as you look to the left. Keep reaching your tailbone toward the front of the mat, bringing the belly in, down, and away. See if you can scoop this left seat away a little bit more, including the left knee, while that left femur, the space between your knee and your hip crease, draw to the right side of your mat. So reaching this left hip, seat, pelvis toward the right side of your mat, coming into a bit of a quad stretch and lengthening the left side of your low back with breath. Draw these knees through center and then over to the left with the knees as you look to the right. Scoop that right seat away, press your right hip, femur, and pelvis toward the left side of the mat. Breathe into sensation. Breathe with sensation. Allow yourself to be in the question of this moment, all of the sensations that accompany being embodied here and now. Can the space that you hold for your exploration be compassionate? Draw these knees through center. Heel toe your feet together. Knees drop out to the side. So back to your Supta Baddha Konasana. Back to your Supta Baddha Konasana. This time the arms reach back. So fingers stretch for the back of your mat. Knees are dropping out to the sides. On an inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Lift your head, lift your shoulders. Reach for the front of the mat. Squeeze the belly. Soften the shoulders. Broad heart center. Inhale, reach back, lengthen. Exhale, reach forward. Head lifts. Broad heart center. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, sit up. Squeeze that belly. So you'll either keep going here, or as you sit up, you'll lift the feet and slide the hands underneath the feet. The knees either stay bent as you come down and back, or the legs extend, and then sitting up, exhale. Keep it going. 4 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sit up, squeeze the belly. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, sit up, squeeze. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, sit up, squeeze. We'll meet in a seated Baddha Konasana, bottoms of the feet together. Scoot your seat for your heels and your heels for your seat. Interlace fingers around the pinky toe sides of the feet. Lift the heart, soften the shoulders, tall spine. Call on the knees to butterfly a bit here. Tall spine, even steady breath. As you pause in your Baddha Konasana, bend those elbows, draw the center of your chest toward your big toes, center of the chest. Then just let the head hang, let the eyes close. And lift the head, lift the chest, lengthen. Catch a hold of your ankles. You'll either keep a hold of the ankles or shift your hold to the outsides of the feet, or wrapping pointer and middle finger around your big toes or catching behind the knees to straighten into your Navasana. And if a straight leg Navasana doesn't work for your body, then find a bend to the knees. Hands can certainly support the back of the knees. Remember to lift the heart center and to soften the shoulders. Baddha Konasana. Any variation of your choosing, maybe the hands release. From your Baddha Konasana, release your feet to the mat, wide feet. Hop your seat back just a bit. Knees drop side to side. Side to side. As your knees drop to the right, lift the left arm. Bring your left hand to the back of the mat to meet your right hand. Widen the hands, hips. Hop to the right. Come on down to your forearms. Let the head hang. A wringing out of the belly here. Let yourself be in the question of breath, of a long waist, and of ease in those shoulders. And walk your hands back beneath your chest, all the way around till you come back to face center, and then drop those knees to the left. Bring the right hand around to meet the left hand. Hop your hips to the left. Come on down to your forearms. Let the head hang. Walk your hands back beneath your chest. Extend the right leg back. Unthread the left leg. Come into a down dog. You're probably facing the back of your mat here. Pedal out the feet, facing the back of your mat in a downward facing dog. Move through the feet. Root down into those hands. Breathe in and breathe out. From your down dog, walk your hands to meet your feet. Hands walk back to meet your feet in your down dog. Widen the feet slightly wider than hip distance. Grab opposite elbow with opposite hand. Let your torso sway side to side. Relax the neck. Notice the connection of the feet. Share the weight evenly in the feet. Just as much weight in the heel of the foot as the ball of the foot. Just as much weight in the big toe side of the foot as the pinky toe side of the foot. As much of a bend in the knees as you need to accommodate relative comfort while exploring your edge. Release the clasp of the arms with a soft bend of those knees. Engage the belly and roll up all the way up. From your stand, pivot around to face the front of your mat. Rock forward and back on the feet. As you rock forward, explore lifting the heels. If that's too unbalancing for you, you might hold on to a wall or a chair. As you rock forward with that lift of the heels, just explore balancing on the ball of the foot as you rock back. See about balancing on the heels of the feet. Good. As you find your way back to center, take a big sun breath. Reach those arms to the sky. Hands slide down the midline of the heart, past the heart, all the way down to the mat. Hinge at the hips. Rise up halfway, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Walk your hands out to a plank pose. Heels reach away. Heels reach away. Feel your finger pads. Feel the belly lift in and back. Stretch out through the heels. Release your knees to the mat. Seat to the heels, child's pose. Let your hips rock a bit here, side to side. You might stack fists or hands to rest the forehead upon. Notice what it is that you're most aware of in this moment. Your ability to be in the question of presence. As those hips draw through center, come up through a tabletop. Step your left foot forward between the hands. Tuck your right toes under and lift the right knee. Pivot this right heel to the floor. Float your left forearm to the top of the left thigh. Reach the right arm to the sky. Circle through this right wrist as you look down at the left foot. Look out to the right and look up. Change the direction of your right wrist circles. Look down, look out, and look up. Pause your wrist circles. Slide your right hand down the back of the right leg. Reach the left arm to the sky. This is your peaceful warrior. Find breath. Notice the ceiling of the inhale, the bottom of the exhale, and if there's any more space to invite even more expansive breath in. On an inhale, come up to your warrior two. Straighten into the left leg. Parallel the feet, get those big toes in a nice horizontal line. Reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold with a flat back. Explore your wide standing forward bend here. Breathe in and breathe out. Take your time to really allow your practice to move through you. As you, as awareness, facilitate the conversation between body, mind, breath, and that which animates life, spirit. Be that compassionate presence, the holder of space, and the facilitator of the dance of life through this body. Through this unique expression of life that is you, here and now. From this place, pivot your left toes to face out just a bit, about a 45-degree angle. Bend into the left knee, walk your hands toward this left foot. You might keep the sole of the right foot on the mat, or you might come onto the heel of the right foot. Breathing here. Invite the sole of the right foot down to the mat. If it's lifted, right toes pivot out. Walk your hands toward your right foot. Left leg stays straight with either the sole of the left foot on the mat or you're coming onto the heel of the left foot as you sink your hips low. Breathe in and breathe out, similar to where we were on the back previously. Keep softening the shoulders. Notice places within the body that react to places of intense sensation within the body, right? Where the places of the most intense sensation are and what reacts. Maybe it's the shoulders, the jaw, the face. Notice reactivity of mind and also emotional responses. Allow attention, awareness to be seated in the spaciousness of that compassionate ocean within. Let the bottom of the left foot come back to the mat. Pivot your left toes to face the front of the mat. Hands walk to frame the left foot. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Step back to a down dog. Pedal out your dog here. Find some movement in the hips. Modified would be a tabletop. From either your down dog or your tabletop, root down into the finger pads, lift the right leg, bend your right knee, stack your hips. On an inhale, straighten through the right leg, reach out through the heel, square your hips, release your right foot to meet your left. Lift the left leg on an in-breath, bend your knees, stack your hips. You're either stacking hips in a down dog or a table. Inhale, straighten through the left leg, reach out through the heel. Exhale, square your hips and release your left foot to meet the right. Glide to a plank pose, big breath in. Exhale, knees to mat, seat to heels, child's pose. Take this time to integrate, to process, to transition, to feel, and certainly to breathe. Allow yourself to feel. So again, feeling, I can't reiterate it enough. Feeling is such an important part of processing in real time. Allowing yourself to feel however it is that you're feeling. To be in the states of joy, to ride the waves and be in states of fear or sadness. And using self-care to navigate in and through those sensations, those waves of life as they come and go, knowing that they will shift, they will change, they will pass, but they will continue. On your next inhale, come up through a tabletop. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, pivot your left heel to the floor. Right forearm to the top of the right thigh, left arm reaches to the sky. Circle through the left wrist. Change the direction of your left wrist circles. Explore the direction of gaze. Look down, look out, look up. And again, down and out and up. And pause here. Come through a warrior two. Arms up from shoulders. That right knee is bent as the left outer heel and arch of foot hug the mat. Left hand slides down the back of the left leg. Right arm reaches up. Keep sinking into that right knee. Keep rooting down through the pinky toe side of the left foot. Breath is your constant. Come back through your warrior two. Straighten into the right leg. Parallel the feet. Arms reach to the sky. From here, reach your arms behind, interlace your fingers or grab opposite wrist with opposite hand. Root down into the feet, lengthen out of the waist, look up. Heart leads the way, hinge at the hips, fold forward. If possible, keep a hold of the hands. If not, just release the hands so the hands can rest on the low back. Find some movement through the legs. Keep breathing. From here, release the hold of those arms if you've got them. Find a flat back. So as much as possible, hips in line with ankles, a flat back. Explore either tented fingers or a flat palm. The left hand comes down just under the gaze, root down into the feet. Right arm reaches to the sky for a twist. Rest this palm of your right hand in the center of your low back. Square your hips. Look down at that left hand. And if you're on tented fingers, bring that palm flat. See about rising up onto the balls of your feet. Lift your heels high. Trust that palm. Trust the fingers. Grip your finger pads. Release your heels. Release the right hand to take the place of the left. Lengthen out of the waist. Reach your left arm to the sky. Hips will dip slightly to the left here. Shoulder blades glide down the back, a micro bend in your right elbow. Try not to lock the knees, then bring your left hand to the center of your sacrum. Look down at that right hand. Square your hips. Rise up to the balls of the feet. In and out with breath. Commit to the breath. Commit to the breath. Release your heels. Release your hands. Press into the feet. Shift your weight side to side here. One knee bends. Those toes pivot out. Weight shifts to that side. Other knee bends. Toes pivot out. Weight shifts to that side. From here, come on back to a straight-legged position. Pivot your left toes to face the back of your mat. Walk your hands to frame your left foot. Step back to a down dog. From your down dog, glide forward to a plank pose. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way to the belly. Rise up through your up dog or cobra. Back to the belly. From your belly, roll to your back. All the way to your back body. From your back body, draw your knees in for your belly. With knees in for the belly, catch a hold of the space behind the knees. Rock up to your seat and right into a boat. Legs are straight or the knees are bent. Hands are supporting the backs of the knees or the arms are free. Draw the direction of your gaze up. Soften the shoulders. Let the knees bend. Widen the knees. Catch your ankles or the space behind the knees and rock back for your happy baby. All the way back. Rock your happy baby here, side to side. Take a big deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. Again, big deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let those lips flutter. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Pinky toes, sides of the feet. Land on the mat. Let the arms cactus. Summon a deep breath in through the nose, followed by a full breath out through the mouth. Let your head shift side to side. From this place of your Supta Baddha Konasana, let the head draw back through center. Bring your hands to your outer thighs. Guide the knees back to face the ceiling. Scan the body from head to toe. Notice any other movements, shimmies, shifts, or postures that life force within might be calling for as an outlet of expression, of rebalancing. You might pause the video here as you explore your practice for the next few moments, allowing that inner guide of life force to direct the movement of practice. After you've explored your practice for a bit, then let's reconvene the video for Shavasana. As you find yourself ready for Shavasana, gather any props or layers that you might need to feel comfortable in a supportive place to practice surrender and letting go. Let the body land into the support of the earth beneath it. Release any need to control the breath. Let the mind fade into the background of awareness. Let attention float in the spaciousness of that compassionate ocean of being. Keep letting go a little bit more. Allow yourself to find rest, support here, without a need to do. Stay here as long as you need. Usually in my classes, that's 10 minutes. This is where I leave you. Namaste.